Hello everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion, guys. So this will be another replay review in 2025 about one of the greatest beat 'em ups you could possibly play. But yeah, other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another replay review of one of the best beat 'em ups I had a chance to play. I can't believe I was waiting for this game for a very long time, and then I got it. And guess what? It didn't disappoint. Legendary status. This game is amazing. It has some nuances, some new things that beat 'em ups don't have, and some of the old stuff that we like, right? From the Ninja Turtles game, maybe from, you know, Streets of Rage 4 and other games like that, which I haven't reviewed Streets of Rage 4 yet, but I will eventually. But I had to get to this game, guys, and it's amazing. Obviously, I'm playing with Spider-Man in this section here. You saw one of his super moves, and it has a good variety of bad guys and stuff. Black Panther joins the party whenever, because in this game you can switch back and forth, you know, like Marvel vs. Capcom style, but it's in a beat 'em up, which makes it even more amazing, right? Obviously, I'm a Marvel fan. I love Marvel stuff, and I was just amazed that the gameplay has parries, it has blocks, there's grabs. Not all characters have grabs. They all play completely different too. It's not like your usual beat 'em up where you just like kind of changing one or two things to make them feel slightly different. No, these guys feel completely different. They feel like they're real life counterparts or real life, you know, comic book counterparts. They're not real, obviously, but it's just really cool the way the game blends everything together perfectly. Obviously, guys, I still have a little bit of a cold, so I'm sorry about my voice. It's a little weird, but yeah, this game here has completely surprised me. You know, I got it with a slight discount of $24, but it was totally worth it. No complaints here, let me tell you. From the gameplay to the way it feels to pretty much everything. As you can see here, here's a little bit of information on the characters, their powers, their affiliation, and a little bit of their backstory. Not a lot, but just enough, you know. Most of us know these characters' backstories. A lot of them are old school. There's just a few exceptions here that you may not, you know, recognize right away, you know, from the comics and stuff. But for the most part, you're gonna love this roster, right? This is jam-packed with some of your favorite characters and some of your favorite villains. Like, obviously, I don't want to spoil much, but here's a little bit of the backstory stuff that it has. It does have a story that's pretty cool, but obviously that's never the focus of a beat 'em up. But I think overall, the gameplay, guys, the graphics, the classic pixelated retro style that bring you back to those days of awesome retro stuff. Looks a lot like the Ninja Turtles one. The same company is involved, obviously, with this game as well. But man, I think this is their masterpiece, honestly. It's just really that good. I got a chance to do a playlist on it with my pal. We did a whole co-op thing. If you guys want to go check it out, I put the videos up, and guys, it was just a good old time. You could hear us having a ball. The best thing about this game, it also has a lot of replayability, which I'll talk about throughout the video. And yeah, it just makes you want to keep coming back for more. It has an arcade and a camping mode. The arcade, you know, has less lives and stuff, and you can modify things and stuff like that. It just has a lot of content, and it's definitely worth the $30 that it's being sold for. I believe, in my opinion, that you can't go wrong with this game. Here's Captain America tearing it up with the shield, going wild. He plays like you would imagine Captain America playing. His move, the triangle move, is usually like a power move, like a basic power move, and his is just throwing the shield. Obviously, he can't waste it because he has a shield. You just have to wait till it comes back, obviously. But overall, it's very effective. Obviously, I had to pair him up with Iron Man. That part of the Avengers together here. Iron Man is extremely effective. I believe he's a pretty good character as well. It's kind of hard to say which characters are really that bad. Overall, I played with all of them and I enjoy them. But there's a proton cannon. A lot of people don't know what that is. They call it the laser blast gun or something. Guys, that's the proton cannon, literally, from Marvel vs. Capcom, which is really cool. A lot of us that played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 specifically, right, can go back to that and just be like, oh my god, I remember that. And it's just really cool the way they put it. Here's Captain America, his shield goes wild. But overall, I think they gave the shine to each character in the proper way. Barely nobody left behind. I think there's a few exceptions, some characters that I don't enjoy playing with, but maybe you do, you know. It's a preference thing. But I think the balance is really well done. The way they do the combos, the parries, and the blocks that they introduce, guys. I can't even complain. Here's the roster. Captain America, Nova, Storm. A lot of this is not spoilers. A lot of this has been talked about, you know, in trailers and stuff. You can see some of these characters. But here's the full roster so far. I hope they have DLC. You know, I'm hoping they add maybe an X-Men DLC pack where they add Gambit, you know, and Nightcrawler and Colossus, something like that. You know, it would be cool. I don't know, wishful thinking maybe. But I think it would, you know, put more replayability into the game as well, because you would want to try those characters. I'd play through the whole game again. Here's Wolverine and Storm, guys, hanging out, doing their thing with Professor X over there. So they do have a bit of an X-Men section with some of the Sentinels. This is right at the beginning of the game, so don't worry about it. It's just like a slight spoiler, but it's a beat 'em up, guys. You'll have a ball regardless, okay? And like I said, the story's not really the focus, but it's not bad for a beat 'em up, right? Well, anyways, I think Wolverine is it might be my favorite character. There's no surprise there. He's just really good to play with. He has grapples, he has quick moves, he has dodges. He's just really great all-around character that I would recommend to anybody playing the game. And obviously I had to wear his classic outfit from when he was first introduced into the whole comics, right? In 1974. I believe in 1974, his debut, and it was in a whole comic. And he was wearing that, the blue and yellow, guys. So the other one is not actually the original classic, but it's still a classic as well, the brown and yellow. Anyways, here's Storm with her 90s cartoon outfit, the white, which is my favorite version of Storm, honestly, with the long white hair. I just think this is the best one, and her moves are pretty damn good too. I can't even say anything negative about this character either. I think they're so fitting into the game. They just fit perfectly, and the way they designed it, I mean, there's nothing more I can tell you. But guys, we're halfway through the video, and I gotta give this game a legendary score. It broke my scale, 11 out of 10, right? Like I feel like this is the best beat 'em up I've ever played, and I've played many. I've been playing beat 'em up since the Nintendo days, Super Nintendo days. So yeah, in my opinion, this is the best one I've ever played. It just has everything that you would want, and then some, right? It just adds stuff that you've never seen in beat 'em ups, and some stuff, it kind of molds everything together perfectly. And I think this is the ideal Marvel game to play right now. Even though it's a beat 'em up, I think everybody would enjoy it. 2-player stuff is really cool. I haven't played online, guys, so I can't put my 2 cents in there. But yeah, here's some of the unlockables that you unlock, and this stuff is vital. Colors and among other things that you unlock. I don't want to spoil it. You just have a good time with it, really. As you go through the levels, normally you get these points, and then you use them there, and you just have to guess. You know, it doesn't really tell you which one unlocks what. It's kind of a surprise. And as you see, I still have a lot to unlock, so I'm going to be playing this game for a while. She-Hulk, another one of my favorite, unexpectedly. I didn't know she would be my second favorite character. She's amazing, guys. They made her so effective here. And she has this air grapple thing, and just her moves. I don't even like tanky characters. I don't like heavy characters, but she's really great in this game. And if you're getting attacked by many, she's not like one of those slow tanky characters. She has moves like that, like a grapple where she just throws somebody around, and all around they all get hit. And these are things that, man, the game really does really well. I really have nothing to complain about. I was actually shocked it was this good. I thought that maybe it wasn't going to be that good, but I was going to like it anyways because I'm a fan, you know, of Marvel stuff. But no, this is genuinely a great game. And at the beginning, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. You may think that it plays kind of weird because it doesn't play like Shredder's Revenge or like Streets of Rage 4, but it's its own thing, and once you realize what it is, you're gonna be like, wow, this is really well done. It's just, there's no escaping it. It's just, that's all I can say. It's just really well done. Deserves that 11 out of 10. It's in my legendary category for its genre, right? Because that's how I do it. For the beat 'em up genre, this is the magnum opus. This is the this is the one I would recommend to everybody. Giant roster of characters, right? 15 for a beat 'em up, guys. That's crazy. And you can switch among two that you pick. So imagine if you have four players, four of your friends, that's 8 freaking superheroes there at the same time. I mean, that's wild, right? Anyways, here's the campaign. Obviously, I finished it, guys. But and I finished the arcade as well. But I'm gonna go through it again because there's stuff like unlockables, like challenges and stuff for each of these levels. And I've done the first few challenges, and some of them, I mean, they're fair, guys. These things aren't impossible. There's just more reasons to play the game. How can you not enjoy that, right? I think it's great. So it wins on graphics. It wins on the retroness of it. It still has that old school feel for beat 'em ups. The gameplay is just amazing. It's stellar. It's satisfying, and it's addicting. The characters in general have their own personalities. They talk. There's voice acting in the game where they make comments to each other when you even switch characters. That's another thing that's pretty cool. The original Wolverine voice is in there, and among others, right? That's really cool from the 90s. And some of them, you don't recognize them, but they do a pretty good job overall. So, yeah, I'm just very satisfied. Rocket plays completely different, and Beta Ray Bill is just a completely different character too. He's between tanky and power, but there's some speed to him as well, and he has some tricks with his hammer, right? Rocket is more like, you know, leaving bombs and moving quickly, so you don't want to get into a scuffle with him. He's more of a long-range character, but like I said, they all play differently, and it makes you feel like you get your money's worth. This game makes you feel that way, and for that I applaud it. And I gotta say, man, I don't know how anybody wouldn't enjoy playing this. The only thing I wish it was just, you know, a little bit longer, but it is longer than most beat 'em ups, I think, or is it around the same length? It's hard to say. But yeah, I think they should start stretching these beat 'em ups a little bit longer, you know, to get more enjoyment. But I'm sure DLC and stuff will come out, you know, and more characters, and I'm excited, right? Because this was definitely worth my money. Guys, there's nothing more to say than get this game. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a masterpiece, in my opinion, of beat 'em ups. What else can I say? Right here is the options menu. You got a lot of the classic features: camera shake, damage numbers, leave them on if you want, and obviously filters like CRT and curve CRT. If you're into that retroness, right? I tried them a few times and it was nice, right? Just to relive some of that image quality from the past from CRTs. But anyways, guys, roll credits, guys. 11 out of 10. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go game.